that just tells you everything that we've been telling you. This is just confirmation. And what's hilarious is this is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are gonna be pissed.
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious real quick. Angel, come on, man.
Angel Reese was supposed to be the next big thing in women's basketball, but instead of dominating the headlines for her on-court greatness, she's making waves for all the wrong reasons. Missed layups, a failed shoe launch, and a string of injuries have left her brand and her career on shaky ground. And the worst part? Her biggest rival, Caitlin Clark, has been soaring while Reese's career seems to be unraveling. So what went wrong? Let's dive in.
Here. I thought Angel Reese was a big deal. I thought she was a box office draw. According to her pretend friends in the mainstream media, Angel Reese is a huge star.
What's more shocking than Angel Reese missing layups? Angel Reese's layups becoming viral for all the wrong reasons. In one of her recent games, she missed not one, but several simple put-back layups in a row. It wasn't just a bad moment, it became a meme. Viewers couldn't believe their eyes, and commentators struggled to find the right words. While most professional athletes sink layups with ease, Reese's field goal percentage sits at just 44.4%. For context, professional players typically convert layups at a rate of 70 to 80%. But Reese has somehow managed to turn one of basketball's most basic shots into a coin toss. Analysts have even started calling it the Angel Reese effect, where easy shots become impossible. At this point, her layup struggles are more than just a bad run, they're a full-blown spectacle.
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this. Are you serious, guys? Look at this. Look at this.
It was supposed to be a marketing masterpiece. Angel Reese, the new face of Reebok basketball, was set to unveil her signature shoe during the 2023 All-Star Game. With Caitlin Clark, her supposed rival, by her side as co-captain, the stage was perfectly set for Reese to steal the spotlight.
Shaq and Allen Iverson are going to go and do what they can to promote their player. Like, even still here, like, you had the Angel Reese saying that she was, taking over Indiana, and there's about 15 fans there. And more than wearing Caitlin Clark merch than her merch. She pulls up with about 15 fans, and I'm like, take over, Angel, take over. This is her city now. And I'm like, and she's never won a game in Indiana.
The world was waiting for the Angel Reese 1 to make its debut, and Reebok had everything lined up. But as with most things in Reese's career lately, the timing couldn't have been worse. Just days before the event, Caitlin Clark injured her groin and had to pull out of both the three-point contest and the All-Star game itself.
Take over your trap. I mean, who's she talking about right there? Because Clark takes over every single trap she goes to. In fact, they gotta expand the trap so she can take over more real estate. Every single place she goes to. I mean, there is zero argument to possibly be made that she isn't the biggest attraction, the one that brings the most attention, whatever. It's not even worth talking about.
Suddenly, the huge viewership that would have ensured Reese's shoe launch went unnoticed. Without Clark on the court, the entire event lost its spark. The ratings dropped, and Reese's debut became a forgotten afterthought. All because of a missed opportunity that no one could have predicted.
Angel Reese 100% has benefited from attaching herself to Caitlin Clark at every single turn. She used Caitlin Clark as promo. Now with Reebok, she's using. This is nonstop. She has attached herself to Caitlin Clark at every single turn, and she has benefited.
Here's the harsh truth. Angel Reese's so-called star power might not be as strong as she or her sponsors thought.
Sponsors assured him Clark coming to his organization would rake in cash hand over fist. But, quote, they didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese. She's not the draw, folks. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Quote, I don't know if we can make that same offer. Cube initially sent the offer Clark's way when she was an Iowa Hawkeye.
Reese had spent months positioning herself as the next big thing in women's basketball, a worthy rival to Caitlin Clark. But the reality is, Reese's star power depends largely on Clark's. The marketing push for Reese's signature shoe, her very brand, was tied to the idea that her rivalry with Clark would drive interest. But when Clark went down, Reese found herself in the spotlight, and it wasn't nearly as bright as she'd hoped. In truth, it's starting to look like her brand has been built on borrowed star power. Without Clark's star presence, Reese's moment faltered, revealing just how much of her career has been tied to someone else's success.
Boy, to get popped by 40 at home. Now I'm seeing the Sky fans. It's some Sky fans going to Angel Reese. Sky fans is going to Angel Reese. And I didn't even think about this. Okay, so Angel Reese, you sat out the game before the All-Star game. Then you played in the All-Star game. Then you played one game and said, okay, your back is hurting. Now you're not playing. I don't know. Look, the Sky fans is bringing it up, not me. They bringing it up. Look. Don't get mad at me.
But that's not all. Angel's body has decided to join the sabotage.
Reese's back injury has kept her sidelined for multiple games, and her absence has been a blow to both her team and her brand. The Chicago Sky, already struggling, have dropped 8 of their last 9 games, and Angel's back pain is the reason she's been unable to turn things around. Without her presence, the Sky have continued their downward spiral. Her injury is described as day-to-day, but with no clear timetable for return, Angel finds herself a spectator to her team's dismal performance. In the midst of all this, the questions are piling up. Can Reebok continue to stand behind an athlete whose body can't seem to keep up with her brand's expectations? We're also
great ideas, wants to bring in talent to grow Reebok and have people wear it again because no one does. So one of his genius decisions was this. Fucking signing her, Angel Reese. If you don't know who she is, she's the queen of fish out of water going after a rebound that she shot herself and can get in the net ever. She reminds me of a 3-year-old shooting on those little kids' nets and throwing the ball and just completely missing the mark.
Reebok had big plans for Angel Reese. Under Shaquille O'Neal's leadership, the company put all its chips on Reese as the face of their basketball revival. The Reebok by Angel collection was supposed to be a game changer, until it became a public relations nightmare. Imagine being a Reebok executive, watching as your signature athlete's biggest moments are spent missing layups and recovering from injuries. As her struggles grow, so does the negative press surrounding her performance. The moment when Reebok's investment in Reese should have been celebrated, instead became a glaring example of poor timing and even worse execution. Angel Reese is quickly becoming the athlete you want to forget about, especially when commentators are openly laughing at her missed opportunities while she wears your brand.
The Fever have whooped the Sky basically every time they've played them. And did everybody forget about Barbie Night last year, where
the painful comparisons just keep coming? While Angel Reese has been sidelined, Caitlin Clark is making history. Clark has been setting records left and right, driving up both viewership and revenue for women's basketball. She's been breaking barriers, commanding attention, and positioning herself as a true superstar. On the other hand, Reese's struggle to convert layups and stay on the court only highlights the contrast. For Reebok, watching the two athletes' trajectories diverge so dramatically must feel like a cruel joke.
Reese was supposed to be the face of women's basketball, but instead, she's known for her missed shots. Meanwhile, Clark is raking in all the accolades and the endorsement deals. It's a comparison that only makes Reese's struggles sting that much more.
There's a dude on the internet who cracks me up. On TikTok, he's put together a load of Angel Reese clips, and it'll say Angel Reese part 36. And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup. She misses, bang! And I mean, dude, it's the funniest. And my whole thing is this, dude. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
What happens when your entire brand is built on star power, but that star can't seem to shine? Angel Reese's personal brand is now facing a crisis. Reebok's initial belief in her was based on her larger-than-life persona, her personality, her image, and the potential she showed on the court. But without consistent performance, how can a brand survive? The marketing and social media campaigns can only do so much when the product, Angel herself, can't back it up with solid on-court performances. Angel's entire brand has been questioned, and it's clear that Reebok's gamble on her is now at a critical juncture. Can she turn things around, or will her brand crash and burn along with her team's poor performance?
So bad that when Caitlin Clark and her were supposed to face off against each other the other week, the ticket sales went down from $100 to like $5 because Caitlin Clark got injured. She had a quad injury, so she wasn't playing. So guess what? No one wanted to go watch. And if you don't know Caitlin Clark, she's pretty much the GOAT of the WNBA and is the reason why people are watching. No one watches you, Angel Reese. No one watches you. The only thing that I enjoy watching is all the clips on TikTok of you just countlessly just missing every shot that you take.
The implications of Angel Reese's struggles stretch far beyond her own career. Women's basketball has been experiencing an unprecedented surge in popularity thanks to a mix of talent, compelling personalities, and elevated play. But the struggles of marquee players like Reese could undermine all that progress. While the sport is on the rise, it only takes one high-profile failure to reinforce negative stereotypes and slow down the momentum. For Reebok, the question is, do they double down on their investment in Angel Reese, hoping she can turn things around, or do they quietly distance themselves from an athlete whose brand is fast becoming more liability than asset?
You know, in the past, when I said things like Angel Reese is not a good basketball player, I think I spoke too soon. At this point, I've come to realize that Angel Reese, the self-appointed most important player in the WNBA, is not a bad player. She may be the worst player, at least whose name we actually...
In the end, it all comes down to one question. Can Angel Reese reinvent herself and turn things around? Her signature shoe is still on the horizon, but whether it becomes a symbol of redemption or just another marketing misstep remains to be seen. Reese's story is a stark reminder that no amount of personality or cultural impact can replace the fundamentals. If she can't perform, the brand and her career may be in jeopardy. The diamond dust colorway of her shoe now carries more weight than ever. It's a symbol of a crucial turning point in Angel Reese's career. Will she rise from this slump and prove the doubters wrong, or will she be another cautionary tale in sports marketing history?